This has been my first video in a while. Hi guys, if you're new here, this is my channel, and I wanted to make this video in particular because a couple weeks ago was my birthday. It was on the 4th, and I turned the official 30. Yes, 30. I'm now 30 years old, and that doesn't initial thoughts, like, it doesn't bother me. It's like I love every age that I am. So for instance, when I was 15 I loved my age, when I was 17 I loved my age, when I was 20 I loved my age. There was no rush to grow up. And I make this video in particular because 5 years ago, when I was 25, I decided to write myself a letter, and I even read the letter out loud to myself, detailing things in my life that was happening at the time, and also wishing and hoping for the things that would happen in the next 5 years. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna react to the letter. I'm gonna read it for the first time in 5 years. I think I pushed it off because 1, busy, 2, wedding, which is so cool, and 3, I don't know, I guess, yeah, just didn't have the time. Did I say that already? Busy? Yeah, busy, but also I wanted to really give specific time to be able to react and kind of sit with me from 5 years ago. So without further ado, this is my first time, of course, rereading, going back to that post specific. And if you want to read along, I'll put it on the screen as well as I read it, but the link will be in the bio, and you can just check out the kind of work I've done. I love writing. I love being able to share stories and to bring friends into it, so I do have a plethora of different stuff on there. I'm getting kind of nervous as I'm like looking back. And so 5 years ago, it is 2020. Ah, I found it. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm clicking the link. I'm trying not to look at anything. I'm trying not to, okay, how do I screen record on a laptop? At Joe's, Joe's where. And so I also, okay, without even looking at anymore, I did, again, record myself as a 25-year-old just reading the whole thing. I'm going to replay that, and then I'm going to read the letter as I do that. So I don't know if this helps for anyone else who's like an audio and visual learner. I realized I think I'm more of an audio learner, so but like seeing it just helps it stick even more. So I'm just going to listen and read it, and then you're gonna get the full reaction. So I'm getting hot. Okay, I'm gonna listen back to it. Okay, dear 30-year-old me. Okay. Okay, so then I have a blurb at the beginning. I'll read this aloud, and of course you get to see it on the screen. And then right next, after the blurb, it's my voice as a 25-year-old. And then the letter starts. So I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to read along with it. Okay, I'll read aloud the blurb first. And it says, "Hello, I've decided to record my voice reading this letter as a special gift to my 30-year-old me. This was the first recording, and I tried re-recording it multiple times for the sake of sound and changing/editing the sentence structure of this post. But listening to this recording in specific made Jesus and I really happy. Since this was the first recording, you will hear me typing, messing up, editing the text, but I think it adds more character and authenticity. Enjoy," is what I say. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna press play. This is 25-year-old me. Okay, I'm gonna press play. Oh my gosh. This is Jackie/MJ, and I'm about to post a blog. I think it'd probably be beneficial to let anyone who's like watching know. I feel like I should probably set the stage. So this is 2020. I was doing BSSM. I started first year 2018 to 19. So I was in second year. I was doing second year. If you don't know this, I did second year twice. This is the first year that I've done second year. So this is also before the pandemic, and I think later that year it started to kick off in November. And again, this is a very important, I think, important part of my life of pivoting and figuring out what does daughtership look like and pressing into Jesus' face and who he is and who he is in my life and who he says he is and who he says I am. So I think I really was able to hold Jesus' hand and be led by him to know what that looks like. So this is kind of the framework, that's the foundation of where I'm writing this from. Hey, this is Jackie/MJ, and I'm about to post a blog post on my blog entitled Dear 30-Year-Old Me. And as I was doing the finishing touches and I'm about to press publish, I thought it would be such a cool idea to read aloud this letter to myself. So hopefully in 5 years, 30-year-old me will hear this. And this is so bizarre. Carry on. Yeah, and just to see that this is 25-year-old me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read this entire letter, and I'm going to, of course, post it at the end because I'm sure that you'll probably cry or you'll laugh, and I'm just thinking about you, 30-year-old me, 5 years from now. Wow. I'm crying already, and that's I need to do this, and then we'll, just making it through, I think. Okay, I'm already crying. Oh well. Okay. This is 25-year-old me, Jacqueline MJ. I don't know if you still go by MJ, and you know why. But here it goes. Dear 30-year-old me, it's a Thursday. Well, technically a Friday because it's 12:16 a.m. on December 18th, 2020. And I'm sitting at the kitchen table with Mel and Begane in Redding, California. It's finals week for Simpson, and you just finished your online course at Shasta College called Literature by and About Women, which was really cool. I think it's important to set the scene because I'm not sure if you'll be in the same place or the same season by the time you're reading this, and to some degree, I hope you're not. Don't worry, everything is really good. I thought to write you a letter because I've been thinking about you lately, and I felt like it would be a fun post. In a previous blog post, I mentioned that I wanted to laugh at the thought of a 30-year-old me because of the hopes and dreams I hope to pursue and live out at that age, and I'm wondering how you're responding to this as you read it. I'm sure you're laughing and are going to cry at the thought of a 25-year-old me because I'm crying at the thought of a 30-year-old me. And the things I've yet to experience. I don't expect you to be at a certain point in your life and have accomplished all of these things. I still value the process and how life stages are different for everyone else. Nonetheless, I do hope that I have accomplished or are living out a few of these things by the time I'm 30. But to get a relative sense of what it's like right now, because I'm thinking about 20-year-old me and I don't even remember the current realities of my life then, so I've compiled a list of what is current in my life right now. Number 1, incredibly, beautifully captivated by the highmost king. You know you are loved and valued by your family and friends. You're 25 years old, single, and praying and thinking of your future husband. Second year BSSM student. Amazing. COVID-19 changed everything. It's so different. Dreaming about doing third year in England. That'd be so cool. Hoping to pursue an MA in creative writing. Boston University. Maybe in England. Who knows? Jesus knows. Number 9, wishing my schedule permitted more time dedicated to running. And you miss it. I miss it. I want to get out there. But all the gyms are closed. And it's dark. I do go into exercising, and I've honestly felt like I'm in the best shape that I've ever been. Okay, carry on. And it's darker when you get off of work, which sucks, but. Number 10, my car is broken. The idle doesn't work. 2005 Kia Sorento for the record.
I have to hold down the brake and the gas at the same time in order so that doesn't shut off, which has been difficult at times, but you learn how to make it work. Number 11, working at a higher education institution.
During this time, I was working at my the university where I graduated from, Simpson University in Reading, and I love the work that I got to do there, and I love that I get to meet the students who come and enroll, and just being a part of the process of students trying to figure out if they want to come to Simpson or not. But even still, it was really special to be a part of that decision, because going to uni is a big decision, and to go and picking a university, a specific one, is even more. So I just thought it was a really cool opportunity.
And now for the things that I hope has happened in the last 5 years. Wow. Here it goes. Number 1, what ways has Jesus pulled you in closer? 2, how is God moving in your family, in your friends' lives? 3, did I get to live in England? I hope so. 4, how was third year like? Because I know you're going to do third year, and I hope it's beautiful. 5, was the vaccine for COVID successful? Hopefully we are no longer living under the limitations and circumstances of getting COVID, because it's the worst. Number 6, accomplished a master's degree in creative writing. Hopefully you're on your way to a PhD.
Maybe.
In English. That would be cool. 8, published author, or have at least finished writing a book or books. Wow. Is our names on shelves? Is our name on shelves? Did you finish writing that book that Jesus told you to write?
I wrote a novel for my dissertation. A literary agent is interested, but that's all I'll say.
9, engaged or married? Hopefully married.
Engaged.
Yeah.
I'm engaged.
I hope a really lucky and incredible man has pursued you like crazy.
10, active. I think that's really special, because I'm thinking at 25, the longing and the hoping of like that dream. Oh man. And Jose was like worth the wait. So just to think that we dated a year and a half ago, so 3.5 years since I've written this, I started dating Jose, which is pretty cool.
10, active and passionate runner. Any marathons? Have we done marathons? I hope that we've at that point have done some marathons. Did you get a Subaru? A couple years ago, I really wanted a Crosstrek, but now I'm thinking about the Outback, because I feel like the Outback is a little bit more spacious and a little bit more bigger.
I love Subarus. I still think they're a really cool car, and they're very outdoorsy. But considering about their size, if I did want to drive here in the UK, they probably wouldn't fit on most. The Crosstrek probably, but smaller. The roads here are pretty small, and it's so crazy that I'm saying this, that I'm listening to this now, reading this blog post while in England. It's only the Lord.
But it's not too big like the Forester, but I think it's just like a good size. 12, do you have little chickadees? Heart sings and jumps at the same time.
Little chickies are like kids, and of course my thought process was I was going to get married before having kids, of course. So no kids. Yeah, but one day, of course. I can't believe I thought I'd do that in 5 years, but again, like the Lord's timing is the best timing.
Oh, and how I've prayed for the little chickadees. 13, have you had your heart broken? And what did it feel like?
So I've never been in a relationship before, Jose. So in a sense, I don't think I haven't had my heart broken, which I'm really grateful for. Like I don't know, I don't think I've ever been able to step into just that experience, and I'm grateful for it. That Jose has been the first for everything, like my first love, my first boyfriend, my like the person who I want to spend the rest of my life with. Of course, I'm getting married to him, which is in a month and a half, which is crazy. In 2 months. 2 months, lol. I think that's really special. So I'm grateful that I don't know what that feels like. And I guess in terms of heartbreak, maybe just like family dynamics, there's heartbreak there. But as far as like romantic heartbreaks, I've never had to deal with that or experience it. But there's, I guess, different types of heartbreaks, if that makes sense. So again, like the Lord can come in and completely change things around. But as I'll say, I'll continue.
14. What is Jesus saying about your life? It's interesting to see how the second half of my life, half of my list for the future are questions. And I'm asking the Holy Spirit why that is. And despite all the things I hope to have accomplished or pursued by the age of 30, what remains is one foundational key that I hope has grown, expanded, and remained constant, and that is your relationship with Jesus. I hope you've loved and shared him everywhere you went, and I'm sure you did, because that's what you do. I hope you remained close to the King and kept your eyes on his face.
I can hear myself typing. I think I was editing as I'm reading this aloud.
I hope you've experienced and read the Holy Bible more intimately. As of today, being the 25-year-old that you are now writing this, I want to say that I love you. I'm proud of you. Thank you for saying yes to the King. Thank you for wanting him, and only him, to the point that your heart aches for a touch from him. Thank you for being yielded to his presence. Thank you for looking at pain, hardships, and disappointment in the face because you know who you are and who you belong to. Thank you for learning and believing that you carry power and authority at whatever life throws at you. Thank you for taking the joys and celebrations in your life and sharing them with people that you love. Regardless of all the things you've done or wished had done differently, I'm incredibly grateful of the way you've laid down your life. Jesus is with you, and how I'm sure you know that he's with you. With every fiber of my heart, MJ/Jackie.
Wow. Whoa. That was nice. That was very sweet. Initial thoughts, it was kind of weird to hear myself 25 years ago, and also to be in this space where this letter is addressed to, of course, like the 30-year-old me. And I think things are coming back to like the season of life that I'm in, the things that have happened in 2020, that I can tell that I'm writing from. And so it sucks that now that I'm realizing, oh, that happened, it's like I can see it, I hear it in my voice. It's very sweet, very, very sweet. I do remember like the first list of the top 11 things of like facts of where I am, and like and it's cool that I'm hoping to pursue an MA. I graduated from a master's degree last week, which is really cool, on Tuesday. And then I did do third year in England. I wrote this a year and a half before I even knew, or just like before I even had the decision or the opportunity to be able to go to England. I did so I did technically 4 years of BSSM, 3 years at Bethel, a year within the Bethel school, but overseas in England. So I did like a remote Bethel year. And yeah, I'm just thinking about, yeah, how crazy time I think can be. So I probably will say that time is a conspiracy. Only because it happens quickly, it goes by slow, and yeah, but again, like, the Lord is out of time. So I think it's just really sweet to hear my younger self. So I'll be writing a year to my 35-year-old self, and maybe a letter to my 40-year-old self. Now I'm in different ages, different stages of my life. And so, yeah, I think that's really sweet. Really, really sweet. Did I get to live in England? Yes. Yeah. I'm a published author. Yeah, I think I mentioned that I do have some interest. Engaged or married? Engaged. Can you see it here? Oh, I don't think I put it on my YouTube that I got engaged. Wow, look at it. And then there are diamonds on the sides. Oh, just one, sorry. Maybe if I do this. Yeah. And then there's like diamonds on either side. I love it so much. I need to do I'm gonna do a whole video on the story of what just did and what I was feeling, what I was thinking, and it's fun. I also think it would be cool to watch myself tell the story years from now and just have that on file. Although it's crazy we can do that. Crazy. But thank you for being here with me, listening back to my 25-year-old self, rereading a letter that I wrote to my me self now, which is pretty bizarre, but also really cool. Yeah, it is a crazy first half of the year. Turned 30 on February 4th. Week after that, I graduated from my master's, and I'm getting married in April. I'm so excited. So excited. But yes, thank you for being part of it and listening along with me. But again, yeah, that's it. I hope you have a great day. I hope maybe write your own letter to yourself 5 years ago. Maybe you already have. But if you have any advice for a 30-year-old, newly engaged, we got engaged in late August last year, 2024. But if you have any advice, send it my way. Thank you again. Have a great day. Bye.